In this video, you will learn about every single new PvP reward in Season 2, from the mounts you can easily get with almost no effort, to the achievements that require the most work and dedication. And we will not only tell you how to get them, but the best method depending on your experience. What the hell was that? Oh no. Hey Kenny, you're back for Season 2. I thought your rocket exploded and ignited the world tree. You were living in outer space this whole time? You met an alien? Why don't I believe you? He made you soup? Kenny, I think you were tricked by an old god who sent you back to Azeroth to destroy our planet. Anyway, you're probably rusty in PvP by now. Yeah, that's the problem. And if you want the shiniest rewards this season, like that Gladiator mount, you actually have to win for them. So here's how you shake off the rust. Skill capped. Whatever you end up maining, there's a course for your exact spec, your openers, your burst, and the tips for winning games you're not supposed to. That's on top of guides for countering every class in the new meta, and role-specific solo shuffle courses that teach you how to truly climb. But that's not all, because Skill Cap members get the #1 PvP UI installed in a single click, and complete access to Arena Coach, catching the mistakes you can't even see. And you'll be caught up in no time. Let's not get carried away. Check it all out completely risk-free with the link below. You will gain rating, or you get every penny back. Okay, Kenny, that's enough. Let's go get you those Season 2 rewards. Now let's take a look at what is definitely the easiest reward in PvP, the Vicious Ground mount. This season, we have a boar, which doesn't resemble any sort of pig at all, but instead looks like something ripped from Stranger Things. There are two variations of the mount, one for the Alliance and the other for the Horde. In order to get either one, you will need the Venomous Combatant achievement, which requires reaching 1000 rating in any ranked PvP mode. With MMR starting above 1800 these days, this mount is very easy for anyone to get as long as you can press your one-button rotation, so it really doesn't matter which bracket you choose. The next rewards will require ratings anywhere from Challenger, which starts at 1600, all the way up to Rival 2 at 1950. These first include brand new elite sets for every single class, with each piece being gradually unlocked at different ratings. As always, these are simply just reskins of the seasonal conquest gear and are account-wide. And if you're confused on how to gear, we recently released a guide that takes you step by step through the whole process. Anyway, 1600 gets you everything but the head and shoulders, with the full set being unlocked once you reach 1800 in any bracket. These are, of course, limited time exclusive transmogs, and if you want the fastest and easiest way to grind them out, BG Blitz is probably the best option, especially for beginners. Duo queuing as a healer with a DPS is the absolute best method, but regardless, most players seem to breeze up the Blitz ladder every season. Of course, solo shuffle is also an option. Now, you might have heard that queue times are long for DPS, but participation is at its peak at the start of the season, with ratings being slightly squished, which means faster queue times for everyone. And if you are a healer queuing shuffle, you will have the ability to get a unique expansion pennant from winning 100 rounds above 1800, allowing you to display your pain and agony directly on your back. As far as the next reward that everyone can get, there is a brand new weapon, Illusion, that is unlocked from hitting 1950. The Venom Coil appearance features roots and poison elements consistent with the patch aesthetic. And in case you didn't hear, Illusions can now finally be applied to any ranged weapon, a secret buff to hunters this patch. The next rewards come from hitting Duelist, which is currently 2100 in PvP. This unlocks seasonal weapon transmogs, which are simply reskins of the standard conquest weapons, which again are Amani themed for the 12.1 patch. As long as you hit Duelist on just one character, you can buy every single weapon transmog at once with Marks of Honor. At this rating, you will also be rewarded with cloak transmogs, which are faction specific. Horde and Alliance both get their own, which perfectly match the design of their seasonal tabards. And speaking of which, reaching 2300 in any bracket will not only unlock the elite title and ranking, but gives you a sweet new tabard to show off. We'll be a bit honest, the looks on these are a bit disappointing, especially when compared to tabards of the past. However, they are a cool thing to flex out in Elwyn. As far as pushing these higher ratings, your mileage may vary. Again, duo queuing and BG Blitz might be the absolute best option for some players. However, solo shuffle is definitely on the table too. The biggest wildcard is Blizzard's seasonal MMR inflation. Sometimes Blitz has higher inflation at the start of the season, which makes it easier to climb, while Shuffle suffers a more aggressive MMR cap, something we've discussed in detail on this channel. In any case, unless you are some multi-rank 1 tournament player, many of these higher rewards won't be easy to access until a few weeks into the season when MMR is higher on average. In theory, you could also wait until the very end of the season to queue. This would of course be peak MMR inflation, but what's the fun in waiting? As for the next 2 rewards, you will need to grind out some bracket-specific wins at elite rating or higher. Winning 100 rounds of solo shuffle above 2300 will get you the Legend title, along with yet another seasonal pennant. BG Blitz gets the same treatment for the Strategist title, which also comes with a pennant after you win 25 games at the same rating. Yes, despite numerous threads over the past few years, Blizzard has yet to offer anything more for hitting the Gladiator equivalent in solo shuffle or BG Blitz. It honestly seems like 3 seconds of work. All they would need to do is take the existing Glad mount, and then slide a knob to the left, and voila, a mount for Legend. We guess their artists are simply busy adding another 300 pieces of housing decor to the game. Anyway, enough salt, because the next reward is the creme de la creme, the seasonal Gladiator Gore Drake. This time we have a venomous twist on the flying mount thanks to its vivid neon green color scheme. Gladiator once again requires 50 wins at elite rating or higher, which might seem out of reach. However, due to last season's inflation, this rating was in the 80th percentile, meaning roughly 1 in every 5 3v3 players were likely able to get the mount. We also recently made a brand new course on the most essential gameplay tips for reaching Gladiator, so be sure to check it out at Skillcapped after this. And technically there is one final reward you will be able to get later in the season, the Venomous Banner, which is rewarded for participating in any of the Season 2 tournament cups, which at this point do not have a set date. And if there's anything we might have missed, feel free to drop it in the comments below. And check out the links pinned on this video if you want to sign up for Skillcapped and enjoy all of our amazing services risk-free. For now, we want to thank you all for watching. See you soon.